Hi friends, welcome back to Design Travel. In this session we will start with ellipse. So initially start with part and solid and edit the name whatever you need and click OK. So once you click OK, you can see the graphic window is open. Okay, so then go to sketch and pick the reference plane and click sketch. So now go to ellipse. In ellipse there are two types, axis and ellipse and center and axis ellipse. So first one, axis and ellipse. So in axis and ellipse we need to select 2 points, the first point and the second point. So now you can see the ellipse created. So ellipse is mostly used in like the sheet metal perforation for the ventilation purpose. So that we'll see later in the sheet metal. So here you can see two axes, like long axis and short axis. So initially it is in a weak dimension, so we need to modify to change it to strong dimension. So once you double click and modify, you can see it changes to the strong blue color. So that is called strong dimension. Okay, so now we will see the second one, the center and axis ellipse. Center and axis ellipse, it is almost similar to the center rectangle. So whenever you need the symmetrical portion of the ellipse, by touching all references, you can use the center and axis ellipse. So here you can see it is like symmetric to both horizontal and vertical axis. Okay, so the same procedure you can modify to strong dimension. So this is the two types of ellipse. So next we'll see spline. I already created a model for this, so I'll just open that model. So mostly spline is used for creating the aerofoil profile, and it is also used in mostly the surface tools. Okay, so I'm going to edit this one, which is already created, and you can just double click the spline points and you can see the properties of this spline options. Okay, so here you can do the analysis check by using the curvature analysis tool. So you can control the spline shape, you can see the analysis based on this. However, whenever you control the control points, you can see the curvature is distracting. So whenever there is no smoothness, you can control that point and you can increase the scale and density to view enlarged view. So next you can control this spline by using the control points. So when you select this option, you can see some points visible. So by using that point, you can pick and drag. So each point will control that curvature. Just pick and drag and you can see the changes. So you can also add multiple points by selecting the right click and add points to add the multiple points. So once you done everything, you can also check again the curvature analysis tool. Just select that and you can see the middle portion is like distracted. So you can control that point alone to see how smooth the curvature is. So like this, each point you can control by picking the particular point. Okay, so once you've done this, the next thing is we need to apply the dimensions. So you can see the default dimension is already available. From point to point, the horizontal dimension is there. So you can see the horizontal dimension, one dimension is available. So if you want to change the dimension mode, again you need to double click the spine and select that first option, and now you can see the vertical and horizontal dimensions. So based on this you can control that one. These are some of the options based on the spline. So the next option we'll see fillet. So fillet I already created like normal sketch, sharp corners. So mostly the fillets are used to make a sharp to round corners. Okay, so there are 4 types of fillet. So first we'll see the first one, circular fillet. So first select that option, circular, and pick the 2 different lines, and from that point you can see the round edges are created. Okay, so whenever you're picking that point will be considered as a reference. You can also provide the radius for that. So first normal circular, you can see the constructions lines will be defaultly created. So these are the construction lines, like dotted lines. It's used for the references. So in fillet, you can see the external sharp corners. Whenever it is make it round, it is called like convex, and the internal is concave. So in the second one is circular trim. So in circular trim, you can see the construction geometry will not create. So it is like smoothly done, but the construction geometry will not be there, like the circular fillet. This is called circular trim. The next option is elliptical. The elliptical will create based on the elliptical shape. So in elliptical, we can use the horizontal and vertical dimension to specify the dimension for that elliptical fillet. So pick the 2 points, and you can see there is no radius. It's just a horizontal and vertical dimension for that. The final one is elliptical trim. Elliptical trim, as I said earlier, the construction geometry will not be created. It's called elliptical trim. So next we will see chamfer. So the next final option is chamfer. So chamfer is mainly used to do the beveled surface or taper surface. So here there are 2 types of chamfer. So one is chamfer and another one is chamfer trim. So in chamfer we can do not only the normal lines, we can do arc and line and line and line. So both options we can do. So whichever point you need, just pick that point from one arc or line and to the another arc or line. Okay, so you can see the surface will become taper or beveled. Okay. And you can see the construction line is there in normal chamfer. So whichever point you need, just pick the 2 point. This is like called normal chamfer. The second one is chamfer trim. So in chamfer trim, you can see there is no construction geometry created defaultly. So it exactly cut point to point. Okay. This is called normal chamfer. So both fillet and chamfer you can also see in the 3D. So that we'll see in the part modeling. Okay friends, thank you very much for watching. So if you have any comments, put up a comments, any feedback. Okay, so if you need any other topic, please let me know, so I will create the video based on that. Thank you very much for watching.